is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Douglas. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Douglas.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
The Dolphins at 5 and 6 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Douglas.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they got themselves a first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Got 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get
third down. Douglas looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Ready. 52.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here's second and a yard.
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Extra point made good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Douglas,
who dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Back to throw. Douglas. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back. And fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Tua on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, 4th and long here, late 2nd quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick-6 the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brad, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Tua now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
22 needle. Check right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50. Ready?
Running the counter with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll start with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Douglas. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Douglas. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Being chased out left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Looking to throw. Douglas. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum to swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always...
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football,
be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw. Douglas. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dive off the line out there, but it'll be thrown down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Douglas. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. And check down, complete to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Jets!
Breece Hall.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that he could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
John Franklin Myers
able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Escaping, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Douglas firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. There's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Douglas. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Douglas toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, Douglas. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have to hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, Douglas. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only